Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a tarot read for today, Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. I'm going to be using Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. Okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube. If not, that's okay. Doesn't bother me. Ooh, I like it, I like it, I like it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll do this shuffle. I'll do one more, I think. This one and one more. We got 7 cards. Ooh, I don't think we've had that card before. She's gorgeous. Bottom of the deck. Oh. Alright, you guys. King of Wands. Creative Vision. I love that card. I love the colors. Ace of Cups. Awakening. Knight of Wands, Adventures. 7 of Wands, Conviction. The Justice card, Karma. Karma. Karma, come and everyone go home. I'm kidding. 5 of Wands, Clashed Interests. Queen of Wands, Charismatic. Charismatic. 4 of Cups, Apathy. King of Swords, Rational. Page of Cups, Youthful Emotions. Ooh. Okay. This very much reminds me of the oracle read I did last night, which coincided with an oracle read from last week. Because it's in the air, people, it's in the air. So you're awakening. You were, or you are, or I mean, we continue to awaken, right? You have an adventurous spirit, creative vision. You stand in your story and your convictions. You speak your truth. You stand up for justice, for what's right. This is all part of your justice. awakening, creative vision, being able to stand in your truth, your adventurousness. Like, that's all part of your karma, which stemmed from some type of situation where you had a clashed interests with this Queen of Wands. Take how it resonates. It could be male, female. It could even technically just be like a job. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover either. It could be a friend, a family member. Like I said, a job. Just something that where you didn't see eye to eye with something else. This person or thing, very charismatic, but lacks apathy. I'm also, as soon as I saw the apathy, like they don't have any empathy, they don't have any sympathy. They have a very like on the reverse is arrogant. I almost feel like this card should have been in the reverse. Like, they have a rational way of thinking, but it's delusional. Like, it's like, to them it's rational, right? But if you're someone else and you're looking from the outside and you're looking at this person and you're looking at their world and what's going on, you're like, wow, none of that makes sense. Again, person, thing, job, whatever. I mean, I myself can relate this to my job, okay? My everyday job, honestly. I could. I mean, that's what happens when you work for big corporations. Because to me, the card, like, it's supposed to be like, oh, rational, like, down to earth. Like, it's showing this person, like, on earth. And then when it's in the reverse and it's supposed to be arrogant, it's almost like they're in the clouds, like they're living in Delulu land. But to me, when I look at the card, even upright, it just, to me, looks like this person is living in Delulu land. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like, they're looking at something they believe rationally, but somebody from the outside would be like, yeah, that's not what's going on there. And they live in their youthful emotions. So, like, with this Page of Cups, so, like, I know, like, I think I did this popped up a couple times, like, in last week's read, maybe the week before, and usually I get the feeling, like, happy, youthful emotions, like, oh, you're being a kid again, but this, like, the reverse is immaturity. Okay? The reverse is immaturity. And when I look at it with this read, the way I'm feeling it, the way I'm seeing it, like, this youthful emotions is immaturity. Like, it's a story as old as time, right? I mean, we've all been there. You have something happen to you in your childhood, and you either acknowledge it and use it to move forward and grow as an adult, or you hide it, you ignore it, you let it stew and fester, and as you become an adult, you become more and more immature because you're not recognizing what hurt you, what destroyed you as a child. I mean, let's just be honest. A lot of us come out of childhood having had very little childhood to begin with. Am I right? I'm right. I'm right. Most of us have had that happen. And it's funny because, like, when I put these cards together, like, even when you look at the Queen of Wands, the reverse is excessive control. Like, this person is an illusion. or this thing is an illusion. Again, I can totally liken this to a person from my past, my ex-best friend. I can associate this with my job. Like, to me it just makes sense either way. But they're putting on an illusion. This whole facade, it's not real. You know what I mean? Like, it would all technically be in the reverse. Like, oh, like, look at me. You know, it's almost like somebody saying, like, oh, look at me. Like, I'm religious. I'm into family. You know, I take care of my friends. I do all these charity works. You know, I have a really good job and I bring in all this money and blah, 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 blah. But in reality, they treat their family like crap. They're probably into pleasures that, you know, they can't control, i.e., drugs, alcohol, sex, things like that. Abusive. They're probably abusive mentally, emotionally, verbally, maybe even physically, depending on who they are. They're just not a good person, but they want the world to see them as a good person. Okay? And you know that they're not. And again, like I said, I can fully see this as a person from my past. Lots of people, actually. Or I can see this as my job, honestly. My employer. So it could go both ways. It can go a lot of ways. I think the overall message is you're on the good side of karma. Like, you're living the dream, okay? Even if sometimes it doesn't feel like it. I mean, everybody goes through things as a human. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad karma. Everybody goes through things, you know? But I think you're living in your justice. You're getting good karma, and other people or other things, they just don't. And part of their karma, part of their bad karma, whether it be a person or a thing, is people look at them and realize what they really are. Because that's the one thing that they don't want people to know. They don't want anybody to recognize. I hate to say the word fake, but they don't want anybody to recognize that they were wearing a mask. You know? And depending on what this situation is, like the reverse of the Five of Wands, the clashed interests, it's the reverse is a resolution. You might or might not have a resolution to this situation. You know, like for me, like I said, that this could resonate with my job, and it does. But if I go to my employer and I say, you know, this is what you're doing wrong, and I can show you how to do it better, and blah 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 blah. I mean, what do you think that that's going to be met with? Positivity or negativity? I mean, I guess technically they could blow smoke up my you-know-what, but in all likelihood, they're just going to be like, thanks for the suggestions, but, you know, we know what we're doing. You know, we know what we're doing. It's funny, too, that I say that in regards to my employer, because yesterday morning I walked into work, and they redid the whole vestibule where you have to swipe your card and come into the building. And in the front, they have like this saying for our company, And I read the saying and I was like, and I literally said out loud, and there's cameras in there. I'm sure they saw me and heard me. I literally said out loud, who's the idiot that thought up that? Like a monkey could have thought up that. Like a monkey could have wrote that on a piece of paper. I was just like, really? Like you couldn't come up with anything better than that? You're a multi-billion-dollar company and you can't, like who's in your advertising? Like who's the head of advertising? I just like sometimes it just amazes me. Like the idiocy, the incompetence. And they probably think it's a great quote, like it's a great inspirational saying. And it just, to me, I just read it and I was like, who did this? And like I said, I can also associate this with people from my past, specifically the ex-best friend that sexually assaulted me. Like, it totally resonates because this is exactly how I picture her. Like, I know this is her, you know? And with the like I said, with the resolution, like whatever this clash interest is, like there might not be resolution for you. Like I fully believe that the ex-best friend is not going to come back. She's too narcissistic, she's too self-involved. And even if she knows that I know what she is, she's not. I mean that's even more reason for her not to come back, for her not to reach out. And I'm just gonna knock on wood, because I don't wish it on anybody, but I feel like the only reason she would come back is if she was looking for some last minute forgiveness, someone to save her from what she has coming. You know, I don't know. Like some people might get closure and some people will not. Like I don't feel like I'll ever have absolute closure, but at the same time, like I have my closure. Like I know enough what happened. I know enough to know that I don't ever want to go back, that I don't ever want to be friends with her again. You know, and that's enough, honestly. I feel like it's harder for people to move on without full closure, but it's possible. It's just going to take a little longer, in my opinion. At least that's how I feel for me. Anyway, that is the tarot read for today, Wednesday, April 10th. I hope it resonated. Again, I'll be on later with an oracle read later on this evening. I hope everybody has a good Wednesday. Bye.